Okay, this is just a little tutorial on how to record a sample that's going to be at a certain tempo and certain length. So what I want is a two-measure riff in quarter note equals 120. So I'm going to go with like a something like that. All right, so let me just, what I'm going to need to do is make sure that rhythmically it has to be very clearly at the right tempo, or else it's not going to fit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to generate a rhythm track here. And if I just do this 120 beats per minute, beats per bar 4, I actually don't need a lot of bars here, so I'm just going to make 4 bars. All right, so here we go. I have a rhythm track and I can hear that. All right, good. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to make another track for myself to record the piano part on. And let's just go ahead and check that my sound is working here. Okay, so let me just record this. I'm going to turn my microphone off just so I get as clean a sound as possible. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to press record. It's going to click right through, and then I'll probably have an empty bar, and then I'll play right here for 2 bars, and then I'll use this, and then I'll have to clean it up a little bit. I'll show you what that involves. Here we go. All right, that wasn't great, but let's see how it sounds. I'm just going to re-record that. Here we go. Okay, much better. So let's take off the beginning here and take off the end. Actually, I notice that this is actually, it starts on the upbeat. It's like 1 da 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 da. So I need this to line up exactly halfway through. So let's take a look at this. I'm going to actually, let's just make this into silence here at the beginning. And I'm going to, let's go ahead and normalize this track. Just to give ourselves a little bit better level. I'm just gonna, not too much, just with a 3 decibel ceiling here. All right, and there's actually some really weird wonkiness at the beginning of this. Let me just zoom right in here. I'm gonna take this right off here, just silence that. Let's see how that sounds. And let's just mute this. Okay, so I need this to have this beat right here. This is on the second beat, so I'm going to give myself a little space here, and let's just delete that. And now I'm going to make sure that this right here lines up with the exact second beat of a measure. And let's use this middle measure here so I have space on either side. And I'm going to go ahead and throw a marker right there. All right, so just going to put a label there. Okay, it's going to throw a label track. Now I can pretty easily, snap to that place. So here, let's move this around until I get that second beat right lined up right there. Okay, see how that's all lined up? So now I think that this will sound, if I turn this track back on, I think it should line up pretty nicely. Okay, cool. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to exactly cut it to be 2 measures long. So I'm going to cut all this out, just delete it, and then I'm going to cut the ending out too. So I have exactly a 4-second piece. Okay, and I'm going to actually just do a fade out here so that it doesn't have a weird clip at the end. All right, and at this point I can delete this track and delete this track, and now I have my lick, and I can go ahead and I can export this as an MP3 or a WAV file and use it in whatever I need.